I'm going to go into these really clearly for you right now. The failed 5. So you heard it from my voice in the book, but I want you to actually hear it from me right now. We do not count calories. They don't work. And Jason Fung taught us this. Now, some of you might say, well, they worked a little bit for me over the years. What do you mean they don't work? Here's why they don't work. Is every time you lower your calorie down and you increase your output of calories, you change your set point. Jason Fung taught us this. So you change your set point. So what that means is that you have to stay always, if you want to sustain that result of weight loss, then you need to keep your calories where they're at, and you need to keep your output of exercise where it's at. So let me make this very applicable. If you go on a 1,500 calorie diet and you decide that every day you're going to hop on the treadmill and the treadmill tells you that you exerted, that you burned 500 calories, then that means that you have, in order to just maintain your weight, you're going to have to stay at 2,000 calories because your output was 500, your input was 15. Combined, you can get away with 2,000 calories and you won't gain weight. But if you go to 2,500, which is not a lot of calories, you're actually going to gain weight because weight loss is all dependent upon your set point when you calorie in, calorie out counting. That is the most frustrating way to lose weight. I did it for years, and yes, it provides great results. But once you hit your set point, you will have to always stay there. So it hits temporary great results. And then you start gaining the weight back. And you have to keep that up. And then you get stuck because your body readjusts its metabolism to that 2,000 number. And now you have to start to either output more or eat less to lose the next bit of weight. So the reason that calorie counting diets don't work for us is that they're not sustainable. You need to bring insulin down. You need to tap into your fat burning system in order to permanently lose weight. If you calorie count, you will continue to be upset. I can't say that enough. But if you ask me or ask my team, hey, I just increased my, I just added fat in and I looked at my Fitbit and oh my God, am I eating so many calories? I'm going to tell you, we just don't count calories. I want you to live in fat burning and learn how to be metabolically flexible. So it's the in and out of sugar burner, fat burner. Go read the chapter I wrote on the metabolic switch is the magic to losing weight. If calorie counting was the magic, we would have solved the obesity problem a long time ago. Second one, poor food choices. I want you to get to know the different food choices. So the reason that this is important is that, I've said this before, there's a lot of gluten-free, there's a lot of keto foods that are coming to market, and they're packed with toxins. Toxins make you hold on to weight. So I want you eating things without a nutritional label as much as possible, because once we start to go into these gimmicky things, the ingredients can get off course very quickly. Gosh, like I'm not interested in the gimmicky stuff at all. I'm interested in learning how to use fasting and food without a label and natural things like normal sunlight and natural things like normal movement. These are all things that I would rather create a foundation of a life that's built off of what I have access to than learning to trick out little things. Now, I will bring you some of my favorite biohacks. I find the more gimmicky the food, the more toxins that are there. Okay, number 3 is I want you to notice, and this is really big. So I just finished writing a new chapter for the menopause reset. So, and I asked out of my own crazy brain, I want you to notice where cortisol spikes for you. And let me give you an example of how you would notice that. If a stressful event hits your brain and you're revved up and you can't calm yourself down, that's a legitimate cortisol spike. And what I do for that is go for a walk. I cannot tell you how much walking calms the amygdala and brings cortisol down. When stress hits and you feel like you're in this reactionary spot, go for a walk, move, use that cortisol. Cortisol was designed to make you move. So if you're sitting at your desk and all of a sudden people come at you and you are like shutting down, or somebody upsets you, don't sit, move, because cortisol that is not used will be stored. So if you have stress coming after you over and over and over again, then you're going to want to use it and make sure that it doesn't sit in the fat. Now, having said that, I also want you to realize that why we vary fast and why we vary food is that sometimes the different length fasts, the different styles of eating can produce these cortisol spikes. So I want to make sure you move in and out of those, that you don't stay in that rigid cortisol place. Okay, then number 4 was more on toxic ingredients. And what I want to say on the toxic ingredients for you, that if you're already overwhelmed with what I said, just stay there. Just stay there. For those of you that are like doing check boxes in your head and you're like, okay, yep, doing that. I know cortisol is bad and I've got some strategies for it. Those of you that are like, yep, I don't count calories anymore. Those of you that are like, yeah, I don't get into gimmicky ingredients. I stay high quality ingredients. Then the next thing is for you. If those 3 steps are overwhelming, just stay there. Just work with those 3. But the 4th step is toxins in general. And this is where heavy metals come in. So we live in the most toxic time in human history. The toxins aren't slowing down. They're coming at us in so many directions: physical, emotional, chemical toxins. The first is paradigm shift here. So at paradigm, I'll try to point out when I want you to step into a different paradigm. But what you put on your skin matters. The shampoo you use matters. And it matters for your weight loss, and it matters for your longevity. So if you haven't looked at your beauty products, your toxic cleaning products, it's a big project to look at. In order to be successful with fasting, your weight loss, your hormonal health, we've got to start to address those toxins. I'm going to give you a classic example of where this comes in.
Okay, check this out. I have a free fasting guide for you all. It's free. And it's going to teach you all the basics of fasting. It's going to teach you how to kill hunger when you fast, which is really cool. And it's going to show you how to break your fast, among many other things. All you got to do is click on this link right here and enjoy.
So phthalates, I talked about them they are found mostly in fragrances. They're often in meats. They can be in drinking waters. Phthalates lower testosterone. So they also are an obesogen, meaning that they'll go into an insulin receptor site and make you insulin resistant. BPA plastic is the same. All BPA plastics are the same. They go into an insulin receptor site and you become insulin resistant. Pesticides, same thing, which is why I want to encourage you to go organic as much as you can. So, but with phthalates, the problem is not only do they block an insulin receptor site, so now insulin can't push glucose into the cell and your body's going to store insulin and glucose in fat. That's why it's an obesogen. But phthalates lower testosterone. And now as they lower testosterone, your motivation and drive go down. So one chemical in your favorite perfume is causing you to hold on to weight, preventing you from losing weight no matter what you do, and decreasing your motivation and drive to stick to your weight loss habit, or your new diet and your new workout plan. That is an easy swap. It may be emotionally difficult, but you just, once you identify that your cologne or your perfume's not working for you, or your plug-in air fresheners, get rid of it and learn the world of essential oils. because that one chemical could be the linchpin to everything you're trying to do with your health. So that was what number 4 was about, was to bring to your attention that maybe your efforts with weight loss and with your health hasn't been because of lack of discipline. Maybe there's like something like a phthalate or a toxin that needs to be addressed. And then the last failed diet is the one size fits all. Just if you see somebody losing weight or getting great results, I want to encourage you to learn to just support them. And I'm gonna tell you something that is a law of attraction that works for so well. Is that if you want to bring something into your life and you don't have it yet, the best thing you can do from an energy standpoint is applaud the people that do have it. It's the old thing that you can't accumulate, you can't be wealthy and then turn around and villainize people that are wealthy. It doesn't work like that energetically. Everything you see, and now I'm going to go woo-woo with you, but everything you see in your environment has a vibration to it. So when you look around and you are like, that person's doing something that I don't like or that I want to do, and you villainize it and you talk shit about it, and you make something they did wrong, you've now pulled yourself out of that vibration, and you've moved yourself further away from what you want. So the best thing you can do when you see somebody lose weight is be like, amazing, I can't wait till I get to a 20-pound loss. And what you do at that point is you step into their vibration, and now you're in the vibration of something amazing. So, and it's easier said than done, but I really want to point this out as we move through, that last principle about there's no one size fits all means you're going to find your path. And if somebody around you gets a result that you want to get, you're going to say this in your brain. This is the best thing, is you can go, oh my God, I'm closer. I'm closer. Oh my God, I can see that Debbie just hit a new amazing place in her health. The fact that I can see that and I can be excited for her means that I'm in the vibration of that. This is what it looks like to come together as women, is we see something another woman has, and instead of bitching about it, villainizing it, we say, oh my God, the fact that I can see it means that it's in my perception. It is in my reality, because I can see it. And then I can even go one more step, and I could be so excited for them, because I can't even imagine what it must feel like to have lost that weight. My God, I'm so excited for them. That is a whole different energy than if you look at somebody over the next 4 weeks that gets an amazing result, and you go, fuck, like, what am I doing wrong? What did I do that I couldn't get that? And I bet they got it because they did something that was like, they cheated their way there, and you'll slip. And then you come back to this place of like, let's just all be in awesomeness together. And the more we celebrate awesomeness, the more we attract awesomeness. So that's what that last failure is stop bouncing. And then what will happen is somebody, and no doubt this is going to happen in the next 4 weeks, somebody in your world is going to come to you and be like, oh my God, did you see that really cool diet? It's like the new trendy thing. I just did it and lost 10 pounds in a week. And you're going to be over here building your fasting lifestyle. And you're going to be like, well, I feel like I'm making progress, but I didn't lose 10 pounds in 1 week. So holy shit, there must be something wrong with me. Let me go do what my friend did. And this is what I mean by no one size fits all. That is the path to suffering, because you just bounce from thing to thing to thing to thing, looking for that one thing. We're going to find your thing and what's right for you.
Okay, are you fasting and you're still not losing weight? Check out this video, because you might be missing a key part of your fasting experience that's going to unlock weight loss. So if you think about it, all the humans that emerged out of that time have the gene that allows us to go without food. And that gene, they believe, is in all of us today.